In this video I'm going to show you about adding a schedule to a sheet, but also about changing the size of the schedule so the columns are readable. So from here we're going to look at going to our sheet that we want to place this schedule in place. So we need to go down to Project Browser, down to Sheets. Now we could add it to a sheet that we've already got, such as this one, but some cases it's better to have all your schedules on a separate sheet altogether. From here you can either create a new sheet by clicking on View and Sheet and New, or we've got one here already to be used. So all we need to do is go across and grab our mechanical equipment schedule and drag it over and put it in place. Now from here it's still highlighted. Our columns are predetermined, but you might not like how the text is arranged, such as this one, manufacturer and comments. It's too small, you want to adjust them. So at this stage we can adjust them by grabbing these control arrows and moving them across until you're happy. Even this one here, manufacturer, if we continue on, then we can get our names associated more correctly, and then we click away so as it goes back to black, and that's our equipment on. Now another way of doing this is the preferred method that I like to use is within here, within the schedule itself, by going up and choosing these here, highlighting the column and then clicking on the resize button, and then we can actually give these correct size figures. So we might want to standardize them, because we might have on this particular sheet here, we might have a number of schedules all lined up within our sheet, and sometimes I like to have them so as the relevant columns are all the same width across our sheet, so we're all looking consistent. So I go along in this area, whereas I can actually enter in exact figures. So we've got them all consistent. Now obviously we want to keep this one a large one because we've got a greater text. And then comments, it's better to have these a bit larger so you've got more room. So now when we look at this, we can see that this has been adjusted accordingly and they're all fixed dimensions. And if we drag on another one, this one for example, let me just move out the way. We can align it up to the left, but as you can see, you can adjust them individually, or as I say, if you open up them within here, then you can actually have them all so all the columns are all the same sort of width. But you need to make sure that your order of these items is how you want to display them. To do that, if we go back to this example here on the mechanical schedule, the first item here, fields, if we edit this, this is the items that we want to be displayed within the schedule, and we highlight them and then use the move across parameter, and then from here on this side we can use this one to put them in order of what order we want these to be displayed in. So for this example we can move it from being the type, the name of the item, to the number of the item first by clicking on mark and then just moving that to the up and then clicking on OK, and it puts that one first. So we can rearrange our schedules this way. And as you can see, we've now got it starting with the number. If we look at these again and look at the next one, filter, this is where we apply filters, where we can specify certain things in order, where we can group things together by returner, supplier, as opposed to by numbering them. This one again sorts them all out. This one is how we have the names across. We might be called a mark, but we can change that to say ID number. And we've now got ID number there, and on top we've now got ID number shown here. So all of this is done within this area. So even though it's the mark, we've changed the heading for our display purposes. And then this appearance area is how we want our graphics on our sheet to look. Thin lines, thick lines, outlines, etc., etc.